Evening and welcome. This is Strong and Sassy here on Joy 99.7 FM. It's pretty awesome that we're here tonight, isn't it? It's been a lot of football for the past few weeks. But sorry to burst your bubble, we're definitely talking about football today as well. If you're just tuning in, this is Joy 99.7 FM and this is Strong and Sassy. My name is Enimoa Enimado, here with you until it's 10 minutes past 7. As much as I'm enjoying the music, we have to start the conversation if you just tuned in. This is Strong and Sassy on Joy 99.7 FM. Thank you so much for choosing us. And like I said, unfortunately, we don't have football tonight, which might be a good thing for some people. But I have in the studio with me three beautiful ladies. As usual, I have Queen Star. Queen Star, this is your first time on Strong and Sassy, right?
Yeah. Very first time.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And then I have
for
Amma, who got herself into a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Anymore, please help me, okay? Hi, Prince. Please, if you're listening, or anybody who knows Prince, please, I am very sorry for insinuating that you're a liar. You're not. You're a wonderful person.
You're wonderful.
And you're a very special friend to me.
Aww. I feel like I should have a song or something. I'm going to find a song for Prince. So, Prince, we're going to play a song for you, and please forgive us.
Thank you, Anymore.
Yes. And then I also have, for the first time, Emanuela. Hi, Emanuela.
Hi.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So, we're talking today about how to cope with football season. So, when you're in a relationship with a guy, most guys are into football. So, you're in a relationship with a guy, it's football season, and suddenly you've lost your boyfriend, you've lost your husband. Yeah. So, it's either, World Cup. So, there's World Cup, there's AFCON, there's Champions
UEFA,
League, Premier League, UEFA, EPL.
La Liga,
some.
And the FIFA Women's World Cup, but probably your guy might not be into that. So
I hear USA is doing really well.
Yeah, they've qualified for the final.
Yeah,
actually,
they beat England,
Yeah,
right?
2-1.
Yeah. Amazing stuff. So that's what we're talking about. Just how to cope with that season, of giving him space, and also keeping yourself busy, keeping your individuality. I guess it really comes down to keeping your individuality in a relationship, not getting too tied up. Because you know how we women are, we get so engrossed and so involved, and then suddenly he's watching football and you're like, you don't love me anymore, and you don't have time for me anymore. And we go on and on. So we're going to talk about how to cope with that. And as usual, we're interactive. So text lines are open at 0244340437, 0244340437. I'll open the phone lines a little later, 0302216541. And I'm sure the guys will call me to complain about how their wives and girlfriends have been. But you guys too, when you are watching, at least stop small and mind us. What is that? I mean,
it depends. Like, if the game is not going well for him, even if he's minding, what is he going to tell you? Like, I want my team to win. So just chill matters, for now. Yeah.
Okay, but I'm going to start with you, Queen Star. So yesterday, Ghana finally scored some goals against Guinea-Bissau.
Yeah. Thanks to Jordan Ayew and Thomas Partey.
Yeah, which is also like how Gasco beats Botry. You know what I mean? Shots fired. But yeah. So I mean, what are our chances moving forward? When is our next match? And we're playing against.
Our next match is against Tunisia, and it's on Monday.
Tunisia is a good team, right?
Tunisia, it's a good side, but this time around, okay, so we are playing our game on the 8th of July against Tunisia. But so far, I think the North African team in this tournament, they are playing very well. We have Egypt, who is like hosting to win, like the agenda is to host and win. And we have Morocco, who is a fairly good side because they have a very good coach in the person of Javi Reina. He won it with Zambia. And this time around, he's looking forward to also win it with the Moroccan side. But
this is the part where we are like, Charlie.
But I remember that Zambia win. It was such a painful one.
Yeah. It was.
He's a very, very good coach, actually.
Okay. So what do you think our chances are?
Qualifying to we will go through the round of 16. Obviously, we beat Tunisia.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, we will. And after that, you have to face Madagascar or some other. But we want our aim is to win this AFCON. So we have to beat any team that cross our path.
Right, I see.
So yeah.
Good evening to you, Nane Kuya of Axina. She just texted me and said, "Football, the story of my life." Yes, I understand. She has one husband and 3 sons.
Oh wow!
So it's a crazy house. But yeah, I guess so. This show is for you. So anyway, let's go into what we're talking about. Let me start with you, Amma. How do I even start? So football season comes. What's the coping mechanism that you go to? The first place is your boyfriend into football.
I like guys who like sports.
Yeah, you said that. I don't know why though. Well, what's this about?
It's very attractive. I think it's something that it's very masculine. When a guy does it, I feel like you are so manly.
So when he's into sports,
when you're into sports, you don't have to play. You don't have to be a sportsman, but just because you like sports, I don't know. I find it so attractive. You follow it.
So when
it's so manly to me.
Did you want to say sexy? Because I don't feel like manly is the word. I don't feel like. I mean, you girls feel me, right? Like
I think sexy is fair. Yeah, it's fair to say.
I think at 7:15 we can say sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're definitely for sports,
yes.
But how about when he is preoccupied with sports?
No, too much of everything is bad. Sometimes I want you to choose me over sports, but most time, I will cheer you on. Like the sports. In fact, if we are living together, I don't mind hosting you and your friends to watch sports.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
For every game, for some games, for the whole year.
Very important games.
For the very important ones.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Queen Star, what about you?
Okay, Nima. So I believe that if hearing the word football excites your guy, then you should understand that he's a fanatic. And so there is nothing you can do to separate him from his first love. If your guy is that into sports or football, but seriously, you just have to understand that football is always going to come first. If the season is on, it's on. There's nothing you can do about it.
Wow. So how do you deal with it then?
I think during a football season like this, you just have to keep yourself busy. You just have to find you just have to do something that will make you feel good. Like during this season, you can decide to learn some new recipes on the internet. Visit a family, go shopping, do something. Do something that makes you feel good. Because during this period, he can't be that person you want him to be.
You just have to give up.
Keep yourself busy. Don't give up. Keep yourself busy.
What do you think, Ivanora?
No, you don't need to give up. Be like this. If when it's football season, my Karen's boyfriend, he likes football.
Yeah, Karen.
It means that your position is not cemented.
No,
you can be kicked off.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, she said yes.
He likes football a lot, and sometimes I can even call him, babe, can I talk to you? No, I'm watching football. Then he'll hang up. So sometimes.
But you two, there's a match on it.
And you're calling babe.
I don't like and then you're calling him babe.
I don't like it. So you just don't need to. Sometimes you just have to make me happy if I don't like something.
But I think that's not fair to you. Don't like it,
but
he likes it. So how about he likes it, so let him.
Like, I think when Ghana was playing the football like this, and we're supposed to go somewhere, and he called me and he was like, "Hi, I'm watching football. When I'm done, then I'll get back to you."
Yeah.
And I was like, for real? So we are not going? He said, no, we are not going. So I have to wait till 10, and I just fell asleep and I just gave up.
Oh.
Yeah, and I off my phone. I didn't switch it on to the
But
next
wait,
day.
did you guys? But you know whenever there's a match, we always know
The
about it. Like
fixtures.
there's
Yeah,
a
the
calendar, you
fixtures,
know.
yeah.
So why did you guys plan something on the day there's a football
Maybe
match?
she didn't know,
Did
or
you
he
plan?
didn't tell you.
No.
He
Who
didn't
did
tell
the-
you.
Who made the plans?
Okay, he called me and he was like, he want us to go for dinner.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. So I asked him that won't you watch the match?
You people are chilling in your life, so for dinner and things.
I was like,
Hey.
no, I'm not going to watch
Hey.
it. I'll just forget about it for us to go for the dinner. And I'm like, wow. So I was surprised. I was so
Yeah.
surprised.
And then he changed his mind.
Yes. Then called me, Charlie, my friends, they came to my place, so I won't be able to
Yes,
go. I
they
won't be-
hyped it.
No.
I just off my phone to the next day.
So you
I
were
didn't
upset.
mind. Yeah, I was upset. Very,
Because he was
very, very, very.
too bad.
Okay, so the reason why I wanted us to talk about this is there are two reasons. There's space in relationships, so allowing the other person to have space to do the things that they love, and then there's also keeping your individuality in a relationship, because like I said at the beginning of the show, thing about as women is that it's very easy for us to get so immersed in the relationship that you kind of forget who you are.
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning. Of really just staying as individuals. How have you, I'm going to start with you. How have you, in the process of dating and all of that, gotten to the point, and have you gotten to the point where you're able to remain a full person outside and inside of your relationship?
Yeah. Usually I have to come back to myself because I do lose myself a bit, I am without even the person asking for it or anything. I just feel, maybe if I continue with this passing of mine, maybe he will get uncomfortable eventually. So maybe I should just tone it down or not do it at all
Yeah.
without being asked. I
Yeah.
just decide that I think he will not be comfortable with this, so let me not do it. And then when we maybe have a quarrel or two, then I'm like, that period of a quarrel where you start reassessing everything. Is this person even worth me sacrificing this and that for? And then I remember that okay, I had plans on my own. There are things that I love that are just mine to love.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't sacrifice it for somebody that we can quarrel and then he probably wouldn't answer my calls for a while.
Oh, that sounded kind of sad. You're like, he probably wouldn't
wouldn't
answer
answer
my
my
calls.
Yeah, so I'm
So
like,
depressing.
if he will do that, if somebody can do that,
Yeah.
and it can happen. The reverse is the same.
Yeah.
Like I might not answer his calls too, and maybe he
Why
sacrificed a
won't you
few
answer
things.
his
And
for me.
during
calls?
that
I-
time, if all you have is him, then you are like,
Yeah, you're like you feel
What do you
lost.
do
You
now?
feel
Yeah.
lost. So you it makes you remember that you had your own self.
Yeah.
You had your own identity and the things you liked
Yeah.
before this person came into the picture. So you go back to it and develop it. Then you hold on to it more tightly. So just in case that period comes up again.
So I'm coming back
still
to
have
you.
something.
Why
Uh-huh.
don't you answer his calls?
M-
How is
I,
that?
I,
how
I
is
like
that-
actually I like to answer calls.
But
I like to answer calls, but
When
if
you are
I
fighting.
don't answer the call, it's maybe because I just want you to make some extra moves. I want to feel wanted
No.
and wanted. Yes,
Is
I want
the
to
word.
feel wanted.
you realize that is absolutely in no way a reflection of how much he wants you. The
I
fact that
know, but I feel I want to feel wanted and
You want him to change.
and
a bit.
and also maybe because I'm trying to control my emotions. I don't want to talk to you and maybe out of anger I'll say something.
So
and
you
I
can
wouldn't
pick
have
up the phone
time to
and
take it.
say, "Hi, babe." Since we are doing the babe thing, hi, babe. I don't want to talk to you at the moment, because of this, and this. So give me some time, when I'm feeling better, I'll call
But the
you.
truth is that I'm
Effective
not able
communication.
to avoid calls for that long. I love communicating actually,
Yeah.
so it's not something I can do for so long. But I want to miss a call or two.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, a call or two won't hurt anybody.
Queensta, let me
Yeah.
come to you. So how
Sure.
do you do that? How do you stay an individual?
I think, like she said, there are certain times you just have to make sure you have some me time. Your whole life is not supposed to revolve around this person. Like, there are certain things you should be able to do on your own, just in case this person is not around. You'll be like, okay, this is something I love and I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this because of this person. I want him to no, you just do you. Your relationship is not supposed to, it's not all supposed to be about him. There are certain times you just have to do
Yeah,
certain
but
things
we know
for
that.
yourself.
We know that in theory.
Yeah.
We know that's in
But
theory.
in theory, it's so easy. We know so many things in theory.
Anyway, Abna says,
Yes.
I'm a football fan and for that matter, a Liverpool fan since 2006.
Ooh.
I'm tempted to sing You'll Never Walk Alone, but I won't. I
Because
had
they won
to
the
find-
Champions League.
I know, right? I had to find a reason to break up with this boyfriend when I was in university because he didn't like football. He didn't like
Oh.
sports. What?
Which
I
guy
couldn't
doesn't
discuss
like
soccer
football?
with him. He wouldn't watch soccer and it was annoying. That's from Abna.
But which guy doesn't like football?
Abna's ex-boyfriend, clearly.
My ex, he doesn't like football.
Wow.
Yeah, I know
I'm
somebody too who
good.
didn't like football.
At
Initially,
all.
not at all, but wasn't into it.
not
Doesn't
interested
mind
in
missing
it.
even a Ghana versus another country match or UEFA.
Champions
Doesn't
League.
mind
Ooh,
missing
that's-
any of.
that's-
I tried to say I
You
liked it at first, but then I didn't.
Didn't work.
I really didn't.
Evelyn Adjoa says, good evening, Anima. Sometimes I watch some of the matches with my man.
Yeah,
I
and
guess that's a way to go.
cool.
I tried that too. I've been a Chelsea fan. I've been a Liverpool fan. I've been a...
So any team your boyfriend.
Yeah, any boyfriend. If your boyfriend, if you
New
meet
boyfriend.
Yeah,
who's
new
a
boyfriend,
Chelsea
new
fan,
team.
yeah.
Sure.
I should play these girls in lawyer. Like,
Yeah, new boyfriend, new
when
team.
Barca is playing football, I normally sit to
I'm a
watch.
Barca fan.
Yeah.
And
I
this is
normally sit-
independent of the people you're dating.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. Actually, this
course.
decision is based on my friends. I've got quite a number of
Sure.
friends who are guys. So I was convinced by one friend, Ken Money, just friends. Ken Money told me that
Just friends. Yeah.
So Ken Money told me, we were in school then, we were in uni then, and he told me, oh, you should join a football club. Choose Barca. You know, Barca wins every time. And I was like, well, I like the winning team.
And
yeah,
he
I'm a Barca
convinced you
fan.
to join
And I
Barca.
realized that the other,
Real Madrid.
about 4 out of like 10 guys I was closest to were all Barca fans. I'm like, yeah, I'm a Barca
Barca
fan.
fan.
So on my birthday, they surprised me with a Barca jersey with my name on it. I'm like, it's
Wow.
official.
There we go. I see. I tried to support Arsenal for a while. But
Arsenal.
They're just
No,
horrible.
don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't.
Well, good evening, Anio Sabuti. I know you love Arsenal, and I hope you're well. So this one says, hello, ladies. Even though I'm in a long-distance relationship, communication has been our strength, but my lady gets angry when I'm watching my beloved Liverpool. What should I do to make her happy? This is from, I don't know which one is your name. Okay, so there are three. Okay, Finland obviously is a country, so that's obviously not your name. Okay, but I'm not. Okay, fine. I don't know. Anyway, so this is what he's saying. He's texting us from Finland and saying that his girlfriend doesn't like it when he's watching football. So what should he do? Queen Star.
His girlfriend doesn't like it when he's watching football. I think with this one, I would have to side with the guy. I don't. If to the lady, the lady who doesn't like his guys, like they are said.
Wait.
Okay.
Listen, if
Okay.
you are listening, go and call the girl to come and listen. We can't give
Because
this
I
advice and she's not
Yeah. Or I can tell the lady. So please tell your lady for me that sometimes you just have to get into the spirit, because there are certain things you just have to. This is something your guy loves, so I think she have to experience this with him. This is something he loves, and there's nothing you can do about it. So as the saying goes, if you can't beat them, just join them. This is
Anymore,
Yo.
you know, I really don't get it when you say you don't like it that your partner
and so
watches
the fact that you
football.
don't like it.
Football is entertainment.
I know.
It's sports. Unless your partner is crossing the line, maybe is getting addicted to gambling when football is playing. I don't
Yeah.
see why you should be worried.
You just
It's
have
just
to
like you,
experience it with
you having
him.
your favorite series and deciding to binge watch it on a weekend
Yeah.
or something.
Right.
What is wrong with watching football? And I don't think there's football every 365 that
No,
he's focused
no.
on. Is it affecting his work? Is it affecting
Probably not.
his health? If not, Why can't you just spare him 90 minutes?
I know.
But the thing is, why do we need so much constant? Really?
Yeah, he doesn't even eat. Do you know that?
During the 90 minutes. But I
Yes.
mean, you can go
Well,
90
but he
minutes.
can eat
without
before
eating.
90
You
minutes
can't
or
go
after
90
90
minutes without
minutes.
eating.
No.
When
he
he's so
wouldn't.
tense, he wouldn't eat.
Yes.
He's
he
not
wouldn't.
hungry.
Until
That's
the
why.
Okay,
game
so
is
I have
over.
a question, right? Is it the fact that he is watching football, as in football, or is it the fact that you can see him enjoying something more than he
Yeah.
possibly
Yes.
enjoys you?
It's
at
the
that
latter.
moment?
Jealousy.
It's the latter. It's the latter.
But that's not fair.
Yeah, it's not.
But he needs to be.
Tell them anymore. Tell them.
But the
Maybe
thing
I also like watching series, and he doesn't like it. So I just have to, cope with it. It's either I allow him to watch the football for some time, then I'll drag him back to the bedroom or something for us to watch the series.
Yeah, so
think-
you can
but
watch
I
the
think-
football with him,
anyone-
and
I
when the
think-
90 minutes
don't
is over,
even
you can
like
watch
it.
your series
You know
with
what
him.
it is
Have you
like for
tried
football?
watching
okay,
football?
one person.
I think
No.
sometimes, if you don't like that your partner does something, you might want to try doing it with them.
I
But-
have
but-
tried.
But when going there, don't be on the defensive
Yeah.
that I'll make sure I
Go
don't
there with
like
an
it, so
open
I don't
mind.
like
Just
it.
go there with
the
an
question
open mind.
still remains, and I really need us to think about it. It's 90 minutes. Even if it's 2 matches a day. Are you asking yourself, why does this bother me so much? Is it because he's doing something and he's not giving me attention? Is it because he's enjoying something
Alone.
evidently alone? And why can't we deal with the fact that, people need space, or that our men need space? Why is it such a big deal for you to just say, okay, babe, see you tomorrow, or see you in 2 hours, or see you in 3 hours? What's exactly is it in that 1.5 hours that if he is not giving you attention, you're missing?
Okay, let me put this. Okay, sometimes he might travel. Okay, and maybe that day, or that happens to be the day that he's coming back, and he just got back, and he will not even give you attention. He will not even hug you, nothing. Then he just go and sit in front of the TV, coming to watch football. How?
I think that's
90
somebody that's
minutes.
not
I think it has to do with
affectionate.
that. Yeah,
Football or
attention.
not.
90
Football
minutes.
or not.
And
there was
after 90 minutes, he gets back
Oh
to
no,
you.
sometimes I allow him. Sometimes I do. But sometimes it's too much. He's addicted. Yes.
I think if even
Yes.
if it wasn't football, he'll probably be the same. Maybe if he liked series or movies
Sure.
so much,
Like he just
he would
retained and
be
he's-
like that. Because
No,
I don't
it's
get
so
it
bad.
that if you have a supportive partner who doesn't mind that this is something that is entertaining to you, would even help you get snacks while you watch it. I don't see why when you come just 30 seconds of hug and hey, how was your day, and then settling down to watch a football should be a problem. It's either you have a problem showing affection, or
maybe
Yeah.
when he hugs you for the 30 seconds, then you don't want to let him
Go.
go. So then it
And he
becomes a
gets-
push
yeah,
and
exactly.
pull.
She said exactly.
So
end up
he's
missing
like,
the
she's
best
just
out of
jealous.
it.
Just go straight to
Yeah.
my football. When I finish,
I
I'll
know,
deal with
yeah.
it. Harry from Koforidua says, sisters. Hi, sister.
Hi,
hi.
hi.
Yeah. My wife just paid for the DSTV subscription for this month. When
of the year.
when we married, she was not into it, so I have pulled her in.
Aw.
Well, go you. Okay, so Dawood from Finland, the one who I said he should go and call his chick to come in. She said she's listening. My name is Dawood. I've supported Liverpool all my life, and it's the only thing I do apart from
where?
work.
So he loves it.
Okay, so Queen Star, are you gonna talk to our sister about letting Dawood have some peace of mind to watch the football?
Yeah, anymore. So like I said earlier, I think we can all see how much the guy loves his Liverpool. And Liverpool won the
They
Champions
won.
League.
Yeah.
So this is something you need to experience with the guy. It's 90 minutes. If he's watching his game, even if you don't like football, just don't let him know you are angry because he's watching football. Why would anyone get angry because his guy is watching football? I don't get it.
You must be one jealous person
Very.
Right,
and
okay.
possessive.
It's okay, so Joseph from Community. Hi Joseph. I've missed you because of this football. I haven't felt your love cry for a while. Joseph from Community 9 says, good evening. Will it be okay having 2 televisions in my room so that I can enjoy my football matches
Yeah,
whilst my
probably.
lady will be tuning into her favorite series?
Yeah, probably that might help. But
I
two
don't
televisions.
think, I don't
in
think
a
that
room.
would help. That's not the problem. Because in your case, you're not married, right? So you could
I
spend
think
the
even
time in
her
your house.
problem is because you are not giving her the
It's- you-
attention.
yeah,
So
it's
if you want 2
attention.
televisions, you
because she
turn
could
this way.
spend the
She's
time
also
in her own house watching.
Yeah, so
there
if
isn't
she
two-
came all
two
over to
TVs
your
in the
house, it means she didn't come for you to watch football while she's sitting somewhere. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that.
So how about you stay in your house when the football match is going on?
Because obviously, you know, when you come around, he won't get that time to spend with
And
you.
that's
so.
Even I'll have a problem with that. For example, if I'm there and I'm totally ignored, as much as I want you to enjoy football.
You know,
If I'm
I don't
so what I will
understand
do
that.
is that it's either when there's a football match going on, I'm at your place, then I'm ready to watch it with you and enjoy it with you, or I give you that time.
But you
to
see,
be on
so
your
how
own.
come it's okay when we want to do? Because I'm like that. Sometimes I'm spending time with someone and I want to watch something, so I will watch what I'm watching and ignore you to live your best life.
Yeah.
So how come it is okay for me? Because there are moments when we want our space. How come
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
okay that when we want our space, we want our space?
But it's not
But
okay
when
for
he is
them.
watching football, that is the very 90
I
minutes
think
that I
it's-
want your
it's
attention.
jealousy. You're just jealous. And I don't know why you should be jealous of a man watching
Hey,
22
please
men
wait.
playing with a
Web-
football.
Web in
22
London, Web in
men.
London has escalated it. He
Uh-huh.
said, "Please, so it's not just 90 minutes of no
No
attention.
attention.
His mood may actually change after the match."
After the match, you know.
You can tease him. You know,
But
you
most
can
when
either
they
tease
lose,
him
when
or
he's
console
still no,
him.
don't try it.
I
When
didn't
they
realize-
lose, don't try it.
Wait, do you know? I didn't realize that this thing was worrying people. Like, so much. It's like his mood may
It's
change
true.
after
That
the match.
is very true.
Okay, so Queen Star, since you are the football person, how do we deal with their moods when it
Ooh.
changes after the match? I mean, I know a way, but I don't think it's
Share it.
7:34.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So apart from that way,
I think you during this time, like, if your guy's team loses a match, I think you have to leave him
just
alone.
go home.
Yeah, at least for that day, leave him alone. Don't try to communicate. Like, maybe what you will get back, you might not like it. So if his team loses, just let him be.
Do you know, a friend of mine, she's married to a guy who absolutely loves football. And she said on so many occasions, you know, he would go out, watch football, come home, and they'll be lying down in bed. And he's so pensive. And she keeps on asking him, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay?
He's not.
What's wrong? And so this went on for a few months, and he would just say nothing. And so one day she was like, look, we need to talk about your mood, you know, swings. And he confessed that it is because
It was
his
like,
team, and he
yeah.
supports Arsenal.
Oh, then that's so often.
So but honestly,
Yeah.
it was a thing. So I
Yeah.
think on the flip side of all of this is the fact that men get a little bit too emotionally invested in football.
Sometimes even too emotional.
Okay, this one says, Alvin says, good evening, girls. It's nice supporting the rival team of your man, Ambassa, and my girlfriend is Madrid. It's really fun
Fantastic.
seeing your opponents lose.
That's fun.
Even when
Yeah.
the opponent is a lover.
I guess there's that,
The
if,
fa-
especially
yeah.
if they're playing each other,
Yeah.
then there's that fun rivalry. Okay, all right. People have issues. All right. Mimi, hi, Mimi. Good evening. How are you? Hi, ladies. It's not only football, though. Sometimes you get to him and he'll be on the laptop until you leave.
Then probably he just doesn't want to talk to you. Laptop doing what?
Is it playing FIFA or what?
He just.
You know, I think one other thing that makes it easy for me to accept a guy watching football is my friends. I have a lot of friends, guys, and we hang out. I mean, now we don't spend so much time together, but for some time we spent a lot of time together. And most of the time, there are about 3 ladies only. And we are on our own. They are playing FIFA. If there isn't a football, they are playing FIFA for hours. They're competing and all. And sometimes I'm like, okay, so what's going on? So who's winning? Who's that?
Just
So
get into it.
I find it very exciting.
Yeah.
I think there's
And
a
sometimes when
level
you
of
get closer, they might even
excitement in
try
it.
to cheat you
Because
a thing or two.
yeah, and these people would leave work no matter the deadline just to play FIFA.
Of course.
I've seen the excitement it can give them.
Yeah.
So, and I want my man to,
To
be
be
happy. So why not? I'll
And if you
support you.
prevent them from
I will
watching a
host
game
you
or
and
from
your
playing
friends.
a game, they will
In fact,
resent
I would
you
love
for
to
that.
host you at
So
home.
you just have to let them.
As often
so
as
so this
possible.
message is from Nicholas, please. If you are trying to come and rap me, it's not during strong and sassy. I mean, who does that? He says, this is your secret admirer, Nicholas. I love football so much. Okay. But if I have a lady like you, I'll never ignore her for football because your voice alone is enough to make. Hey,
Choose you over
Nicholas.
the football.
Nicholas, we beg you.
Brenda.
Why at all should football make a guy ignore his ladies? Ladies don't agree. Hey, okay. Okay, this one says Ransford said anymore. Please, your way is the best way to solve our emotional meltdowns. That's the way that I didn't talk about. But if we lose money on bets which we would have used for the outing or dinner, how do we deal with that?
You see, that's what I talked about. Unless he has a problem gambling,
Yeah.
maybe his gambling thing is losing so much money every time. Then
There's
yes,
a
you have
problem.
you
Serious problem.
you have to be concerned and try and help him fix that.
But that's if he's telling you in the first place.
Most of the time, you get to know it
When it's
very
You
Yeah.
see,
late.
but maybe you can find out when it's late,
Yeah.
or if you try to get involved a bit, you will be able to
know.
tell. Like if you try to spend time with him and his, even maybe in your presence, he will try not to say it, but his friends will be talking about it, and all, so you know that okay, there's a problem, or they are gambling, and it could become a problem later.
Yeah.
What
Sometimes
were
they
you
are
saying?
secretive.
But most of the time, when
His
you hang
friends will
around-
never tell you because they know if they tell you, you'll be bored. So they'll keep it to themselves.
No, not
But-
that you're going to ask his friends,
I
but I'm
know,
saying if
but
you're spending time with
with
them,
them,
watching
yes.
football.
Yes,
But
exactly.
It might slip.
if they've gambled,
Their
every time
reaction.
their reactions will tell you something. Maybe somebody's checking something
Yeah.
on phone. Like
On
you
phone.
can tell. I think
and
so.
even the app will even,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
They will
Oh, so
keep
there's
checking.
okay, there's an app
Yeah,
too.
there's
All
App,
right.
they'll keep checking apps. They have slips. They are checking
No.
it.
You know.
You would
Mobile
know.
money
Okay. It's 20 to 8. If you just tuned in, you've missed a lot, honestly. Why are you just tuning in? This is Strong and Sassy here on Joy 99.7 FM. I'm opening the phone lines. It's 0302 216 541. 0302 216-541. I'm not sure what I want you to call me and tell me, but call me anyway. We're talking about football and women and men and everything that comes with that. Evans from Taifa says, hi Nima, with regards to ladies wanting men to chase them to feel wanted, there is now a thin line between a man being accused of sexual harassment and doing the chasing. Actually, it's not a thin line. I think we can very easily tell when a man is chasing us and when a man is sexually harassing us. But anyway, so for some men, if a woman plays hard to get, they will. It's always in her eyes. She's playing hard to get, but the eyes are like, come hither, come hither. I mean, you need lessons, Evans. You need to see me on the flip side. They'll back off so as not to be tagged as a sexual offender. For other men also, they take it as disrespectful for a woman to always keep ignoring their harmless advice, and so they will back off to maintain their self-respect. And that's Evans talking about the thin line between sexually harassing a woman and also chasing her. But I have Nee on the line. 1 second, guys. Let me just talk to Nee. Hi, Nee. Good evening.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I miss you people so much.
Oh, we miss you too, Nee. What's up? What's on your mind?
Concerning the selling issue, some of us, when we are watching a program, we dedicate our time because we want to learn something out of it. But you see a lady so eagerly watching a program. Ask her at the end of the program, what did she learn? What was this about? And in fact, you even regret it. So for me, concerning the selling issue, I would suggest that if possible, you get double television. She enjoys her own and you also enjoy your own. At least watching it, picking up something, you also use it to relax after a hard day's work. So
Right.
I find you ladies should give us the room when we want
to watch football. I agree with you, Nee.
Sure,
I agree with you. I'm advocating for that. Thank you so much for calling me. I have Eric from Jolu. Hi, Eric.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thank you. So what's on your mind?
Yeah, I think you're having a very good discussion.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, and my case is so different from. I'm even asking myself if you girls really exist in this world. Seriously,
Oh,
the girl I'm going out with currently is some way.
oh, she's
I
somewhere.
don't- I'm not that obsessed with football, but currently, even if I come home and I'm watching football and she comes around, she wouldn't mind you. She wouldn't tell you anything. I will leave my football and go and ask her questions. In fact, you sitting in front of the television and watching football, it's like you've committed what is it called? A sin that hasn't happened before. easy. And because of that, I remember recently when Ghana was playing, she came home, met me watching the football. She just said that and went home, just because she came in and saw me watching football. So I'm having a very strange person I'm going out with. And when you were talking as if you always want your guy to be happy, to be playing soccer and stuff, I was like, wow. So there are girls like this. Anyway,
Wow.
so that's how I'm you know.
Charlie, nowhere cool. That's all I can say. You know, for some women, they're crazy about football. Some women, they are crazy about other things. So, I have Kwame on the line. Hi, Kwams.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good.
This is actually crazy. Like, you guys are making such a simple thing so philosophical, right? Look, if he's watching football, join him. Look good. If you have to tattoo the name of the team on your chest to get the attention from him, then do it. Just play
Really?
along.
Really? Okay. Thank you, Kwame, for that. For advising us to tattoo the names of teams. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move on from that. Guy Fox from the UK says, anymore football evokes some serious emotions. When your team loses, it's more than somebody has snatched your girlfriend from you. So please, ladies, try to bear with the moods. Have you guys heard? Are you listening? Okay. Very good.
We'll try. Don't overdo it. You should know that life moves on. Whether they lost or not, they still get paid. The footballers get paid.
And you
So
don't.
That's the
Don't
thing. Don't even pay you.
don't lose your relationship over that.
Yeah.
Right. Unless, of course, she's being unreasonable. So,
Yeah.
I mean, anyway, Moses is on the line. Hi, Moses.
Hi, girl.
What's up?
Good evening.
Hi.
Oh,
How
great,
are you?
great. I love your program.
Thank you. Thank
Great
you for
job you are
tuning
doing,
in. Thank
Jessica
you.
and the girls. I think the thing about football and ladies is that I think most of the time ladies don't understand the game or the rules of the game. Hello?
I'm listening to you. You're on air.
Yeah, so when the guys are watching, and then the ladies actually, sometimes they will ask a question, which is completely not in sync with what is going on. Sometimes it's about something in the kitchen or something. You know, when the guy is concentrating on the match, that is when the question will be asked. And sometimes guys take serious exception to it. The guy will not even mind you.
Wow.
And then you might take offense that you are asking a question and he's not minding you. At that time, he's trying to concentrate on the game. And besides, I think ladies would do well to also educate themselves on the rules of the game. Because most of the time,
I still
when
don't
they
know
are
what
watching,
offside is.
there is a free kick and they are asking, that is a throw. Why is this? You know, that kind of, their contribution is always
A little bit off. Yeah.
So the guys won't even mind you.
Okay.
They think you don't understand the rules of the game. And when the team loses, I think you just have to let the guy understand, like you're saying, that this is a game. The guys playing over there are making their own money weekly. The guy has made thousands of pounds or thousands of euros that night. And you are here brooding over, the loss of the game. Come on, cheer up.
Right.
Not that bad.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I think his advice was very balanced. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, ladies,
But really,
you've
one
been
of the
told,
reasons
go and
why
learn the rules.
I will support a guy is because when we are watching, I want us to be able to discuss it. Like, what's happening? So why did this person get a penalty? And that's what.
Yeah, but
now
you've
you are
been
saying I
asking that
shouldn't.
for the past 3 years that we've been dating. So when I'm telling you,
And that
don't
should
stay
tell you
ahead.
that I'm just enjoying the time with you and trying to enjoy, but then doesn't mean I'm really following it.
Okay, Bernard, I'm coming to you in 1 second. But Ebo Hansen says, see, I hate football, but my woman has this obsession for football and she can ignore me for 90 minutes. Ladies, my case is different. Please help me. Well, maybe Bernard from Dansuman can help you. Hi, Bernard. Good evening.
Yeah, hi, Limo. How are you?
I'm really good. How are you too?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Awesome.
In regards to your panelists in the studio.
Regards, guys. They're listening to you.
Hi.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, for me, I'm surprised that some of the ladies there do not know that some of us guys do not like football. I mean, not every guy likes football or soccer or whatever they call it. Some of us, for me, I like tennis, So I have two quick questions. Number one, so what about if your guy likes tennis, doesn't like football? Would they date that guy, and how are they going to cope? when you're watching your tennis that they didn't even mention. That means that they don't even know. The some of us like cricket, tennis, among other sports that are available. And secondly, I, for one, do not understand why, like, girls usually would say, I'm going to marry a guy or date this guy because the guy is from this tribe or that tribe, has money, has this educational status or whatever, And when it comes to football that they don't like, you are going to go in for a guy that likes football. How can they explain that dichotomy?
Right. Okay. So you guys have been told. Is it football? Okay. So let me ask you: is it exclusive to football or is it just sports? It's just for you. It's just footballing.
So if he likes
I
tennis, you
like
don't mind.
basketball. I love it. Basketball.
Do you like the
Anyone.
basketball, the tall guys that are jumping on the court that you
No,
like?
I love it. Sometimes I even try to.
Anyway, I think you
Right.
were right. You see, the problem is that he's enjoying something alone. Because you
Yeah.
just said if it was basketball,
You'd
you
be
would also
fine
enjoy
because
it
you
with
enjoy
him.
it. Yep. This message says, I'm missing Baba Tando. I'm missing her too. I went to the newsroom to look for her, but she had gone home because I thought it would have been fantastic to have her here as well. Okay, this one says, but Derry, some guys are really irritating. Some of them will not allow you to watch any of your favorite programs. I had a guy who believed Ghanaian or Nigerian movies are spoiling women. Well, okay, so whatever you're watching, he'll just pick up the remote control and tune into a station showing a war film. So sometimes it depends on the guy's character. I am Na from Aoshi. I have Kwe on the line. Good evening, Kwe. How are you?
Yeah, good evening. I'm doing well. What about you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. What's on your mind?
Yeah. First of all, I would like to say something. It is quite unfortunate the event lady is not taking part of this activity. I'm imagining how she would have spoken, to this topic. But football in particular is something when you allow your heart to start, watching it, you see that it is very lovely, right? And I am imagining, even though I have never experienced such before, I am imagining when you sit with your girlfriend and you guys are watching football together, how sweet that would be. So I will encourage both ladies and gentlemen to allow football to be part of their life, because football is very, very interesting and it can also help to long life, their
Right.
relationship. Thank you.
Okay. I thank you, Kwe. Ben from Adenta says, anymore, I can tell you, it's not always the case that your solution for after a lost game works. When you lose a tough match, your sausage can experience doomso or doomcry. No power.
It's true.
I was not talking about anything like that, Ben from Adenta. Your nyamisum has gone down.
And
I
so
was
what were
not
you talking about? Because honestly, I was also thinking about that.
Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. Ben, I feel you. I have George from Sakaman. Hi, George. Good evening.
Good evening, anymore.
How are you?
I'm good. I think you guys are doing well.
Thank you very much.
It's a very nice program.
Thank you very much. What's on your mind?
It's interesting.
George, can you lower your radio, please, from me?
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Is it better?
Yes, it is. Go ahead.
Yeah. Initially, when I love football so much, not initially, I've been up to now. Normally, weekend, sometimes when there are matches on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I go up to the pub there and be watching ball. And sometimes I come home late. Being a national fan, sometimes when I lose and I come home, trouble. My wife will sense that, then she will leave before I come home. And this I decided to have DSTV myself. So this I watch the game together. She's a Man U fan. I think it's keeping the relationship going. And I think
right.
it's good, ladies. Yes, I think it's good, ladies try to enjoy those things. And
Okay.
the side point of it is that we don't enjoy what they like most on the telly.
Yeah.
That's the side point, and I think we have to also begin to like some of those.
Right. Thank you so much for that. I have Raymond from Dodowa. Hi, Ray.
Hey.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
We're here, Charlie. What's on your mind?
Interesting conversation, but there's a bit to it. The fact that sometimes you need to enjoy your partner, okay, and then also have an interest in what she likes. Because in my case, sometimes I have to lure her to watch the game with me. Let's have a drink together, drink some wine whilst we're watching the game. Okay, I'll buy you chocolate. Let's sit in the couch and watch. It grows her interest. And then sometimes guys have to have that patience. She will ask funny and silly questions about football, but with time, she will catch up. And then also develop interest in what she also watches. Sometimes I come and she's watching Kung Kum Bagi. I'll be like, okay, why not? And the funny thing is she wants to tell you all about the story. You get it. So it's sometimes they will come bored, but then you just have to learn to endure and grow your partner's interest. That's it.
Right. Well, thank you very much for that. I think that, yeah, that's
Why not? Because it boils down to having that friendship, and then the fact that you learn what she's interested in, and she also, one way or the other, have an interest in you, in yours too. You get it?
Yes, I do. Thank you so much for that. Very enlightening. Very, very enlightening. I like the sound of that. Buy me chocolate and I'll watch football with you. That works. I mean, barter system.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
and maybe but the chocolate will last for 90
You
minutes.
No, but the thing is, if she doesn't have a football club, maybe you should buy her a jersey. You know, make it
Chelsea
personal.
jersey.
Draw her into it. Tell her,
Right.
oh, look, there's a football match next week.
I'm going to
Let's
take
watch
my
it
last
together.
call. It's Stephen from Kaneshi. Hi, Steve. Okay, we've lost Stephen. Nick says, hi, good evening. I think most guys are not fanatics, but have a deadly addiction to football. Guys should advise themselves. Hey, deadly addiction, dear. Kwame from Kwabenya said, a lady friend visited me recently, and we had a plan to see a movie at home. Some teams were playing just this AFCON, and she rather insisted we watch the match instead of the movie we had planned to see. She knows nothing about football, and it was no important match showing either. Eventually, we enjoyed the match together. Aren't women just dynamic? Kwame, this is vibes and raps that you are giving us this evening. We see through it, so we will not mind you. The fact that you are saying that we are dynamic, we still won't mind you. Okay, so the phone lines are officially closed. We have about 6 minutes. So I'm going to take your last words on the topic of how you think that women should cope. Let me start with Emmanuel because okay. Emmanuel.
Okay, so I think from now on I'm going to
make an effort.
Yeah. When it's
try.
time for football, I'll just sit beside him, even if I'm not interested.
Moral support.
Yeah, and I'll just be cheering him up and all that.
Yeah.
And I think I'll even go for Jesse. Or
Yeah.
something like that, you know. So when it is time, we'll just wear it and
Charlie.
just have fun.
I mean,
Yeah.
if he's listening,
refuse to believe that.
No, but
Yeah,
anyone,
try.
if
Just
he's
give it a
listening,
I'll try it.
If-
Like, serious, like,
Emanuela's boo, if you're listening, please get her the jersey. Like, you should do that.
Because you
and-
are pulling her in
Yeah.
And
right
if
now,
she doesn't
so.
do what she has said, please call Joy FM and ask for me so that I can deal with her
Oh,
on
I'm
this
going to do it. I'm
on this
serious.
issue.
I'm
All
serious.
right,
I'm
okay.
serious.
Amma.
Yeah. Okay, Evan said something about stalking and sexual
Chasing
harassment
and,
and no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about ignoring the person for more than 24 hours. If anything, up to 24 hours only. That's nothing.
I don't
And
believe believe in ignoring. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that it's
I actually like-
manipulative actually.
Oh.
It is,
Well, that's
especially
not
when
the
you're using it
intention.
when you're
Get
using
his
it to
attention.
express displeasure. I think it's way more adult to just say
Yeah.
I am unhappy with this, and this.
Yeah.
I don't like you're not looking at my face. You're like,
Oh no! I support you. Don't worry. Like I said, I also like communication.
Yeah.
But sometimes that works.
It makes it
Silence
easier,
also
actually.
works. Like I said, sometimes I do that to guard myself, so I don't say or do anything I'll regret later.
Yeah.
But it's not my go-to when I'm not happy with somebody. It's not my go-to. And besides, the person we're talking about should be somebody we're in a relationship already, and not a total stranger trying to get my attention.
Yeah.
Then it will be harassment.
Of
Otherwise, it's fine. But
okay.
I think boyfriends, if your girlfriends don't like football, try and get them into it. Not
Don't
by
ignore
forcing
them.
it. You can start bit by bit. Start with a chocolate, get her a jersey. If she doesn't have a team, convince her, like sell the team, like do it like a
Do you know, I
presentation.
am a woman and
Pitch
I'm
it.
tired for the men.
My
Now
friend,
before
like
you
I
have
said,
to
my
buy
friend
chocolate,
pitched.
oh.
My friend came and he pitched Barca to me.
Yeah.
And I chose
You
Barca.
bought
I
it.
only know about Messi in Barca, but I'm still a
all.
Barca
Barca,
fan.
you're a Barca fan.
Yeah.
Okay, Queen Star.
So
Yeah, so I think my ladies, you actually have to look at the brighter side, because during a football season like this AFCON, you actually don't have to wonder where your guy is. He's either at home watching, at the pub watching, or hanging with his friends watching
Or with
football.
another woman who likes
No,
football. Because you don't like football.
no, you see, and
So you
I
never like that.
think sometimes so the women are concerned because
Yeah.
they don't trust you. They think you're cheating.
Okay, so if you genuinely,
So when you are away saying you're watching football, they always think it's something else. Football
trust
is
me,
something
they are
else.
watching football. When Ghana is playing Tunisia, they are watching football.
those ones
But
too.
if you genuinely feel invisible during this like time of the year, you have to sit your guy down and talk to him. Just be
I don't
honest,
think he will
because
listen.
chances
Ah.
are that he actually have no idea how
wait.
upset you are because
Wait, I
of
have
this.
1 second. You realize that these are your closing remarks. We are not continuing the
He will think you're overreacting.
closing
I
remarks and
think
let's
any
go.
guy you know the guy would think the lady's reacting.
Okay, so I've turned off their mics. This is Joy 99.7 FM. You've been listening to Strong and Sassy, and we've had a pretty good conversation. I would say that allow your man to be a man. Let him watch some football. You know what I mean? The season will be over soon. This is Waving Flag by Kanan, and this is how we say goodnight. See you guys when the football is over.